guys, it's Sammy, and today for Veda, I'm going to be showing you how I edit my current Instagram theme. Besides a room tour, which I'm not ready to do yet, this has been the second most requested video that I do during Veda, so I figured I'd wait till the very end, make you guys wait it out a little bit. My Instagram theme right now is very whited out. It mixes between cool and warm tones because I'm trying not to care as much about that. And I really like it. I think it's really simplistic, it's easy to follow, and it goes with my bedroom. Definitely is one of my favorite themes that I've ever had, and it mostly is just centered around my selfie mirror. But the way that I edit my photos is very simple. You are going to be very shocked at what my photos look like before I edit them and after them, because the lighting in them is so different than it is on Instagram. For instance, the photo we're going to be editing today is this mirror selfie that I took. You can see that it is so yellow and like terrible lighting, and then here is the after. So it's like crazy, and yeah, I mean, it's not that hard. Honestly, it takes me 5 minutes, but you guys asked for it, so here's what I use. The secret of all the Instagrammers. I should mention, I'm not the only one that uses this combination. I'm pretty sure a lot of Instagrammers that I follow use it, and a lot of YouTubers use it as well. It's no trade secret that this is what we use. The first app I go into after taking my photo is Facetune, and the tool that I use inside of Facetune is the Whiten tool. I take this and I go over anything that is yellow in the photo that I want to be white. So a white shirt, my teeth, the background, anything that needs to be whitened, because I don't want any yellow tones in my entire photo. That's kind of how my theme works. I take away all the yellow. I don't want any of it. I just want it to be pure white. So after I have done that, I will open up VSEO Cam. And no, none of these apps that I use are free. VSEO Cam is, but I believe that I use a paid filter. Yes, okay, so I go into VSEO Cam and I add my photo in. When I add my photo in, I go into the filters, and I currently am using A6 for my Instagram. So I put that on, and then I go into like the adjustment areas, and I bring the exposure up and the contrast up, because I want my brights to be bright and my darks to be very contrasty for this current theme that I'm doing. For my skin tone, I like to go into the skin tone editor and turn it more to the pink side and less onto the yellow side, because like I said earlier, I want to get all the yellow tones out of my photos. I then like to go into the temperature and actually change that to be a little bit more blue, and I go into the tint and I turn that towards the pink side as well. If I take a photo in the daytime, I will go in and I will turn the saturation down a little bit, and if I take it in the nighttime, I will turn the saturation up a little bit. It just really depends on the photo. After I have edited it in VSEO Cam, as you can see on VSEO Cam, I actually have like a perfect match of my feed in here so that I can see if it matches to my Instagram before I actually post it on my Instagram. A lot of people do this, it's no big secret, I am one of them. Let's say you finish doing all these steps that I just did and you post it on Instagram and it does not match your feed at all, which I have definitely had happen 100 times before. The first thing I make sure I do is I go back into Facetune and I'll re-whiten the white, because sometimes when you add a filter and you change the temperatures, it'll change the white to be like a blue tone or a pink tone, and that does not match my theme. So sometimes I'll do that, or sometimes it's just way too cool toned or way too warm toned, so I'll adjust that. Sometimes it's too pink, I'll adjust that. It really is trial and error. I have some friends that are trying to do Instagram feeds, and they'll post the photo once and be like, well, I can't delete it now, it already has a couple likes. I repost my photo about 8 times until I get it to match my feed perfectly. So, you know, you gotta be quick about it. I post, delete, post, delete, post, delete. Like sometimes I'll post it and like an hour later I'll realize it doesn't match my theme, and I just have to be like, oh well, but usually I'm pretty good about making sure it matches my feed. Also, one of the most important things when you're making your Instagram feed, have your brightness all the way up on your phone. I don't know how to tell you how many times I've edited a photo and the brightness was not up all the way, and then when I brightened it, it didn't match my feed at all, and it was already on Instagram and it already had like 600 likes. Example A. Why are you so warm toned? You don't match my feed. My previous Instagram feed was a blue and orange themed feed, and the way I edited that was in VSEO Cam. I was using the same filter, A6, and I just brought the brightness all the way down, put it cool tone, and made the temperature of my skin tone orange instead of pink, because I know a lot of you guys really like that feed too. It is literally polar opposite themes, but I love them both equally. And yeah. The last thing I have for you guys is keep in mind when you're taking your photos for your theme, your pictures have to have similar colors in them for them to go together. You can't just take a bunch of photos of random things, apply the same filter, and have an expectation that they'll be cohesive with each other, because that's not how colors work. You can't take a picture of something orange and something pink and something green and something purple, put a filter on and expect it to be all my dog is sneezing, and expect it to be all matchy. That's why I don't post many photos on Instagram that don't go with my feed. I post those on Twitter. I always tell my friends that you have to have 3 colors for your Instagram. Mine is white, black, and then pink, because pink is the undertone that I put in all of my photos. So pick 3 colors and stick to them. Like my last one was black, blue, and orange. This one was white, black, and fall colors. This one was green, white, and yellow. This one was green, pink, and black. This one was white, blue, and tan. This one was yellow. This one was blue, orange, and green, high contrasted. I feel like I truly am part of this generation when I talk about Instagram, because I see it as like an art form. I love changing my theme and coming up with new color schemes, and it's honestly like, it's so fun to me. So yeah, that's how I edit my Instagram photos. If you have any questions about your theme or anything, feel free to DM me on Instagram or comment below and I'll try to respond. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!